Hello guys, what's up and welcome to this video. So in this video I'm going to be telling you guys the story of how a random stranger gave me money. So this story takes place back when I was probably like 8 years old or so, and at this time my family would go to church every single week without fail. So my church isn't that big. I mean, it's big enough to where you don't know everybody, but it's small enough to where you can kind of tell like who comes every week or who's a regular at the church. So when I would go to church, I didn't really care about what I was wearing. I didn't really dress up, and my dad didn't really care either. So I would just go in casual clothes. I didn't really care about like switching up my outfit. So pretty much every week I'd go to church in the same exact outfit, and I guess some people took notice. So one day while we're at church, this lady comes up to our pew, and she comes up just to talk specifically to me. And all this lady says to me is like, "Oh, nice hair," like, and then she kind of petted my head like I was some animal. And then she said like, "Here, take this." And she handed me a chocolate bar, some weird lotion, and then some money. She handed me probably like $20 at the time, and she just kind of said like, "Oh, like keep doing your hair like that," and then she just kind of left. So it was a very weird experience, and she didn't say anything to my brother or my dad. She only spoke to me, and I kind of just looked at my family just like, okay. But I couldn't really complain. I mean, she gave me money, so whatever. I took it and it was fine. The next week she comes up to my pew and she kind of says the same thing. She's just like, "Oh, hey, like nice hair, here's some money," and probably hands me like $40. I can't remember the exact amount because it's happened for like a few more times. She would just come up and say like, "Hey, nice hair, here's some money," and that's it. You know, she didn't really say anything at all else. She didn't even try to get to know me, and I knew nothing about this lady. I had never seen her in my life. She didn't know my family, she didn't know me, so it was just a complete and utter stranger at church who would just give me money. So it was a very weird experience, but I kind of just like, it was whatever because, you know, I couldn't really complain. She wasn't doing anything that bothered me or bothered my family. All she would do was the same thing every week. She would just come up, say her line of "nice hair," and then give me money, and that was kind of it for a while. So the last time I saw her was when things started to get kind of weird. So at this point she probably would have gave me up to like $200 or so. I mean, I can't really remember the exact amount because it was just a consistent thing, like here's $20, here's $40, whatever, but it probably added up to around like $200 worth of money that this random lady gave me at church. So whatever. So the last time that she comes up, she gives me a piece of paper, and on this piece of paper has her address. So it was a very awkward situation, and when she handed me her address, she was just like, "Oh, you should come over sometime for dinner." And she hadn't really spoken to my parents or my brother at this time, like at all. So she finally said something to my dad. She was like telling my dad and asking if he could bring me over to her house and drop me off. And of course my dad was like alarmed because this was still some stranger. I mean, yeah, she gave me money, but we didn't know anything about her. So it was a very strange situation, and she insisted that I come alone. So it was definitely weird, and my dad kind of just went off on her and was just like, "You know, like this is kind of weird, this is very strange, like I don't trust it, like I don't know why you've been giving her money to begin with, like you're just some random lady. I don't trust this, I don't like this situation, and I'd appreciate if you stop talking to us." So after that I didn't see her again, and it was just kind of a weird situation to begin with. I mean, I wonder what would have happened if I did go to her house. I'm glad I didn't, because who knows what this lady is capable of. I mean, she's capable of giving me money apparently, but beyond that I know nothing about her. And yeah, so it was a very weird experience. It wasn't like she ever asked us like, "Oh, hey, are you guys poor? Do you need money?" or anything like that. She just kind of assumed, gave me money, and that was kind of it. So yeah, it was a very weird experience, but if you enjoy this story, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below letting me know what you think. I'll see you all next time.